It's fall time now, and you know what that means. Pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin flavored donuts, pumpkin Oreos, pumpkin carving, pumpkin seeds, pumpkin pies, and of course, everybody's favorite pumpkin Pokemon, Pumpkaboo, featured in our Shadow Rider Calyrex deck. Pumpkaboo goes great with Shadow Rider Calyrex because of its Pumpkin Pit ability, which allows you to discard a stadium from play when you play Pumpkaboo from your hand to the bench. Great for discarding Path to the Peak so that you can use Underworld Door to accelerate energy into play and take huge one-hit knockouts. I'm really excited about this new Shadow Rider list, but before I show it off, let's head on over to FullGripGames.com. FullGripGames.com is the best place to get your Pokemon trading card game singles and sealed product. We've got top-notch grading, shipping, and customer service. You really can't find a better store than Full Grip Games. And we've got a buy list. We are always buying bulk and singles at the shop, and selling your cards to Full Grip Games directly supports the content that I create here on Tricky Gym. Filling out a buy list is super easy to do. You just fill out the buy list with the cards you want to sell us, then you send us the cards, and we send you the cash, the store credit, or a new booster box. I've even got a video here on the buy list page explaining just how to submit a buy list. Thank you all so much for shopping at FullGripGames.com. Now, let's check out that Shadow Rider Calyrex deck. We spent a while working on the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX deck on stream today. I think we accumulated a win streak of like 13 or so. It really did perform very strongly. Something different about this list, we've got 2 copies of Cresselia and 2 copies of Galarian Articuno and no Alcremie VMAX. Just a straightforward, streamlined, hard-hitting Shadow Rider Calyrex list. This list is built to set up smoothly and consistently and perform huge max Geist attacks as fast as possible. This deck is going to choose to go second every game to try and get a turn 1 Crescent Glow. You get to accelerate 3 energy from your deck to one of your bench Pokemon. So it's very easy to get 6 energy in play turn 1 if you go turn 1 Crescent Glow and turn 1 Cruel Charge. Galarian Articuno is phenomenal with Shadow Rider Calyrex. VMAX Cruel Charge allows you to attach up to 2 Psychic Energy from your hand to your Galarian Articuno when you play it from your hand to the bench. And with 2 copies of Galarian Articuno, you're really going to be keeping your opponent on their toes since they're not going to be able to predict how many energy you'll be able to get in play on a consistent basis, since you can use Underworld Door to accelerate energy to your bench Pokemon and just pop down a Galarian Articuno out of nowhere. With 3 copies of Training Court and Pumpkaboo with its Pumpkin Pit ability, we have plenty of counters to that troublesome Path to the Peak Stadium. I didn't have any problems against Path to the Peak. This deck can very consistently pump out 200 plus damage on the second turn of the game and ramp to huge one-hit knockouts as early as turn 3. You'll have to see it in action to believe it, so check out the gameplay ahead and let me know, what do you think of Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX featuring Galarian Articuno and Pumpkaboo in the comments below. This is what I'm talking about. Turn 1, Cresselia, every single game. Every single game. That's what I'm talking about. We go turn 1, Cresselia, Articuno. You can't miss. And we're playing against a fighting deck. Beautiful. It's another Sylveon deck. Okay. And with the Darkness Energy, it's making me think that maybe they don't play... maybe they don't play Moltres, which would be nice. I do think that it could be a great time for Shadow Rider to make a comeback, because I think that Shadow Rider is not exactly on a lot of radars right now because it hasn't been performing. So Shadow Rider could just be the vibe right now. Could see it. Okay. That's fine. Retreat into Cresselia and Crescent Glow. And the nice thing about getting that Cresselia turn 1 is that I still have 4 energy in play. And with multiple Galarian Articuno in the deck, I can just pop those down and still have a very powerful turn 2. Even if, even if I only have one Shadow Rider. So that's really nice. Cloud says, would removing weakness on all cards be viable? No, definitely not. Weakness is a big part of the Pokemon trading card game, an important part. Yeah, and it helps balance decks. If there were no weaknesses, then you would find that there would be a very small pool of viable decks. There would just basically be one, there would be like one deck, right, that would just rise to the top because it just would be objectively the best deck, and there wouldn't be any explicit counters to it, really. Yeah. Right. Weakness helps keep decks in check, and it helps to keep the meta moving. Is ×2 weakness? Yes, that's good. ×2 weakness, if it was like resistance, you wouldn't care at all. You'd be like, cool, that does nothing, right? Yes, I agree that 3 prize Pokemon are more problematic than weakness as a mechanic. 100%. Here he comes. Here comes Shadow Rider. Yeah. Let's go. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I can accelerate enough energy into play. That's cool. Blaziken. Yeah, I'm definitely attacking with this guy. I was going to say I can Underworld Door to the Cresselia. I should probably just... It's fine. I shouldn't have retreated before the research, but we're probably chilling. Yeah, for sure. Cruel Charge! Absolutely filthed out deck, honestly. Go get another one of these fellas. Fog Crystal. Get another energy. Underworld Door. I mean, this is like the power of Articuno and Cresselia. I've only got one Shadow Rider in play, but I'm taking knockouts turn 2, like good ones. Thank you, Josh Bellick, for the Prime sub. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. 240 damage turn 2. I mean, that's all you really need out of... That's all you need out of your VMAX deck. Almost everybody does 240 damage turn 2. That's like... That's the thing. That's what Leafeon does. That's what Sylveon does. That's what Zacian does. All we're asking of our Shadow Rider deck is to try and keep up and do enough damage to knock out a Pokemon V turn 2. That's all we need out of our Shadow Rider deck. And I think that the most consistent way to do that is to play Cresselia and Articuno and rely on these guys to help boost energy into play. And as we could see this next turn, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Yeah, with 3 more energy, I'm going to be one-hit KOing the Sylveon, which is absurd if we could just get 3 more energy into play. And now that my Articuno is being chucked to the bottom of the deck, that's going to be super easy. You would think. Should be super easy, right? All right, I got Max Harmony. Sylveon. Yeah, going to be hitting the bin here. A couple of energy. We want to thin the deck as much as we can. So we're going to go get this guy and start using Underworld Door. We've got 2 Underworld Doors guaranteed. Just need a 3rd energy. We've got it. Can do it again. And I think this is like one of the biggest strengths. Nice. And we've got the Fog Crystal. This is one of the biggest strengths of the Shadow Rider deck is that you can kind of like jockey around for position. I don't even need to play this research. You could jockey around, just retreat between your Shadow Riders, just soak like huge hits, right? Yeah. And look at that. I mean, like, this is what Shadow Rider does best. Is it just dishes out 250 damage turn 2, 300 plus damage turn 3, right? And we retreat between our gigantic VMAXs. It's brilliant. This is what we're supposed to be doing every single game. It's finally starting to feel good. It was feeling really bad there for a minute. It's the 2-line deck lists, yeah. That's how you know you've obtained Zen with your deck, is when it all fits into 2 lines. That's fine. Remember Rapidash? Yeah, Rapidash had to go. It's fine. We learned something. We learned something, chats. Flareon could fit in 1 line. You're right. Now we're on to something. All right, the Blaziken's going to be a little too late. I think I could just 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 26. Yeah. Just gust up the Zeraora or the Octillery. And that's game over. GG's. Sorry, Sylveon. If 2 lines makes a deck good, 1 line must be a busted deck. I don't know about that. 1 line, sus. 2 lines, optimal. Absolutely beautiful. Playing against Urshifu could be tough with Umbreons and stuff. So we're going to hope that maybe they don't get, you know, a bunch of Houndour and some Umbreon down turn 1. That'd be great. Capture Energy, maybe they're going for another Houndour. Right, and we've got an excellent opening hand. We're going to be able to get a lot of energy into play. But we do, of course, always have to look out for those Umbreon, because Umbreon can just one-hit KO all of our attackers. So we'll see who they get with the Capture Energy. Looks like another Houndour. And a Research. Excellent. So scope this out. We just do this, and then can go get the Articuno. Boost. I prized... No, here they are. Okay. Boost a couple energy into play. And then research. Hopefully find another Psychic Energy. We do. Barely. And that's cool. Now we're chilling. And now look how much fun we're about to have. Crescent Glow. And I'll accelerate onto this one because I can knock out this thing if they don't evolve it with the promo. Or I guess with Galarian Articuno. Either of them, really. Which is insane. 2 bosses orders into the discard pile. It's probably as many as they play, considering it's a single strike Urshifu deck. And yes, here are the Umbreon. Okay, so we're looking out for that. We'll see if they opt to like Laser Focus or Impact Blow. I mean, Impact Blow on Cresselia does feel kind of weak. Not exactly what you want to do. But it is definitely kind of tough having our board so susceptible to the Umbreon. So I think what I have to do is potentially research away the Shadow Rider, which would be pretty intense, right? I could research away the Shadow Rider. I can take this knockout with Articuno, but I don't like that because it doesn't... Can't retreat. I don't want to give my opponent the opportunity to take 3 prizes this next turn. So I think we take this knockout just with the V. It just feels like such a horrible situation to be in. I don't know. Can we really win if we... If I don't evolve into Shadow Riders? Like, is it possible? Huh. I guess evolving into the bench Shadow Rider is, like, not bad. So that's fine. We'll do that. Don't find a boss or anything. I think I'll keep... I guess we force them... It's just a tough situation no matter which way we look at it. I could go in with the Galarian Articuno and take the knockouts. Which then forces them to go Umbreon, Gust Up, probably my VMAX. But then I don't have like a backup play. So it's just kind of tough. I don't know if we can win this matchup. So I think I will just go. I mean, because they have 5 prizes. It's 2 knockouts no matter which way you cut it up. So I might as well just evolve all of my Shadow Riders. There was like a potential, because here we go with a boss. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Yes. We do that. And attach another energy. And we max Geist for knockout. Okay. And then we are leaving this Urshifu, you know, with a single strike energy on it. They have to do 350 damage to knock out my Shadow Rider, which would mean 80. They need all 4 single strike energy, which is theoretically possible, but now it's not since they attach to the Umbreon. So at this point, I actually win because we hit the boss. Because they're going to miss a knockout this turn. And with them, all I need to do is take 2 more knockouts. So I just win, right? And yes, putting another horse down would be a mistake because then they could just finish it off with Urshifu, right? So now I need to take 1 more knockout before I put something down. They can get a KO this turn. Well, oh, with this Umbreon, right. I forgot. Yeah, Moonlight Blade is a sick attack. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, this guy can actually just get in there. This matchup is like unwinnable, dude. Yeah. It's a horrible matchup for sure. Oh, they don't have it. We win. We win. Just like I was saying. Yeah. Just like I was saying, guys. Easy dubs. Okay. There's no real points in playing any of these cards down. So we just max Geist. I'll play the Training Court and get an energy back preemptively. Oh, I actually can attach it. Cool. We'll do that. Oh, yeah. Sick. I'm going to save the switch. All right. Just max Geist. Cresselia has KO. That's true. But it doesn't matter. It's like it's wasting the switch for like You see what I'm like? We don't actually have to waste that switch because they have access to whoever they want, right? If they bring up one of these guys, I just win the game. So I guess like they could take the knockout with Houndoom. So yeah, maybe it's correct to switch into Cresselia. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this matchup is absolutely horrendous though. I think 369. I guess I'm it's 369, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. I'm so confident in this deck that I feel like if they go in with an Umbreon VMAX, that I can still knock it out. If they evolve both, I'm knocking out the... Man, dude, we play 2 Articuno in this deck. What you mean? What you mean, bro? What you mean? I was way too confident, potentially. Yeah, I can get, like, 4 energy into play this next turn. And this thing's damaged. Totally chilling. 100%. But yes, potentially I should have bossed last turn. Potentially. But it's not going to matter. Trust. Trust that it will not matter. Okay. Yeah. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Yeah, just 2 energy and I win. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go here. Evolution Incense. Crobat for 3. Hey, you guys want to see a fun play? You want to see me training court again? You want to see me do it again? Max Goose. See ya. That's it. Boom, the double court, bro. The double court. Yeah, I learned a new trick today for us. Which we can do. Just have to, you know, not dead draw off Crobat. I think generally speaking, that was probably poor variance considering we played like 13 games in a row without anything that bad happening. What's up, Zert? How you doing? That's a beautiful opening hand. Most definitely. Playing against Jolteon. Actually been a while since I played against Jolteon. So this is good. Hoping that they don't turn 1 path to the peak, because I don't exactly have a nice response to that. But it's all good. Got Cresselia. A couple of Shadow Riders. What else do you really want? We're not benching the Shadow Riders yet, because if they have Galarian Zigzagoon, they might decide to just ping, you know, my Shadow Rider, which I don't want them to do, and they don't have a way of disrupting my hand on the first turn of the game going first. And I want to reveal as little about my board and my hand as possible before it's my turn to play. So we're just going to keep those Shadow Rider in my hand. They do have the path, and okay, we're going to have to figure it out. It's fine. Path. Oh, I have Pumpkin. Yeah. Broken Pumpkin, dude. I forgot about the Filthy Pumpkin. That's fine. So I think I can quick ball away this Air Balloon. We've got Pumpkin and Crobat in the deck. So we attach Can I get one more Shadow Rider, and then next turn, Fog Crystal, Quick Ball, go, go, go. Yep. Yep. So here we go. Crescent Glow, next turn, do that. Yep. Crescent Glow for 3. The Insane Pumpkin is going to provide for us, it looks like, which is very good. I mean, really all you need is that one explosive turn with Shadow Rider to get enough energy in play to kind of start playing the game, which I think is the idea of the Pumpkin. Also just having so many search outs for it, having 4 Fog Crystal and 4 Quick Ball. Yeah, it eats up a bench space, but without like Alcremie in the deck, you have a little bit more bench space to play with in this version of Shadow Rider, which I do really like. Previous versions with the Alcremie always felt like the bench was like very, very tight. But I like playing this deck as a snowball deck rather than a deck that needs to like recover energy and things like that. I think that the Alcremie is very good, but it does kind of go against the logic of just flooding your board with energy, because then you're going to discard your energy, and then you have to like have your abilities on in order to keep accelerating energy as the game goes on. So just accelerating the energy into play and then kind of having a board state that says, okay, as long as I have access to, you know, these energy that are already in play, I'm going to be able to make some things happen. Okay, so here comes the Fog Crystal. We'll do that. Pumpkin Pit. Discard the Stadium. Quick Ball. Away. Now, they might have Cheryl. That's always kind of a concern. Huh. It's fine. I'm going to get rid of this energy. Save it for later with a potential path. I'm just going to thin the deck once, get this Cresselia out of here, and then Crobat. For 6, you know, if we find our Stadium, then I'll be able to bring that energy back. Nothing yet, which is fine. I don't know if we want to evolve up the damaged one. And it doesn't feel great to do that. But then my opponent could just remove 3 energy from play, which is also very bad. So that is certainly a decision to make, right? Do I want to... Because I might just like gust up the Drizzile this turn if we whiff everything. So I think we're going to evolve this one. And say, all right, trust that we're going to find another Shadow Rider. Yep. Okay. Got another one. Again, so we're doing 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So I have enough to knock out the Jolteon on the bench. Which means that... And I have not attached yet. Right? No. So I have enough to knock out the Jolteon with a fresh Shadow Rider. Wow. Now we're cooking. So the question is, we knock out that Jolteon, we evolve the Shadow Rider, and then we just go knockout game. Yep. We've got a broken deck. Underworld Door to this one. Whew. Yeah, bring them up. And here we go. Give him the old Max Geist. And we're doing 250 damage. And I only need a couple energy in play next turn in order to one-hit KO the Jolteon. Only 2 more energy, right? So that's like That's what we're supposed to do. Right there. That was brilliant. Turn 2. We just did the turn 2 boss 250 for anybody doing the math at home. Yeah. Turn 2 boss's orders with path out at the beginning of the turn. We pumpkin the path away. Crobat. Underworld Door 3 times. Gust up your Jolteon. Knock it out. So with the pace of this game, the hope is that they can't win in 2 turns. It's going to be close. Really close. Because they've got Inteleon that they're building up. They've got this guy on the bench. They're going to do like 100 more damage over here. They can finish off this Cresselia. But they won't be able to knock out this Crobat, which is the lowest hanging fruit for them, I think. And I've got this Shadow Rider for at least 1 more turn to be able to boost my damage output. Yeah, so they'll take out that. That was a known factor. We knew that, right? And then they'll swing 100-100. So then this thing is almost done. But then they would have to be able to knock out this Crobat and the Shadow Rider in the same turn, and they can't do it. So we're in there. This is exactly what we want. Now I can comfortably play that Stadium, but all I have to do is get enough energy into play to just guarantee checkmate, right? So let's do it. Underworld Door. All 3 Training Court are in my hand. 4 energy left in the deck. Sure. Fog Crystal, there's only 1 energy in my discard pile. Underworld Door again. There's Articuno. Fog Crystal. And I can Underworld Door 1 more time. And we've got another energy which I can attach. And they really just have no chance. Because, yeah, if they only had 4 prizes left, it would be a different story, but it's not the case. I don't think it's necessarily correct. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. I would need 2 more energy in play in order to win. So all that matters is that I have access to cards like Galarian Articuno. I don't need to boss anything. We're just going to max Geist. Yeah, that's fine. And just max Geist. Take the knockout. So my game-winning play, if they path to the peak, is to try and go with Galarian Articuno. So potentially I should have laid down the Articuno with 1 energy this turn. Because if I had done that, then I would only need to manually attach next turn, right? So at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Yeah. So potentially, and that wouldn't open up any more lose conditions. I can boss. I'm assuming that they Marnie path. That's like the worst thing that they can do. So you always want to plan when you're like routing your win condition, you always want to plan for the worst thing that can happen to you, right? Because that's going to help you to be able to kind of like proactively fight against that. So I'm thinking that maybe I should have cruel charged, because I had the option to cruel charge 1 energy last turn. So maybe we should have done that, because then I will have, assuming that they knock out this, then I could have potentially, yeah, here comes Marnie Path, right? It's the worst thing they can do to me. So now I need 2 energy. So I need Articuno and 2 energy. And now you're seeing why it's like, okay, it's a little bit tough, but it's fine. I can quick ball away. Oh, I just have boss. Yeah. Well, we'll just play that card and just win the game. Yeah. But okay. But if I didn't have the boss, then I could quick ball for the Articuno. The thing is, if they gust the Articuno, I mean, they could have, but then they're not playing Marnie, right? So it would have been fine. And then that's going to be GG's. The Pumpkin was essential for being able to combat that path to the peak there. Definitely. And we're just going to gust up Galarian Zigzagoon, give him the old Max Goose. And that's GG's. Turbo Shadow Rider doing its thing. Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX has still got it. What a busted deck. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where I stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. We've got an awesome community over there, and we'd love you to be a part of it. Also, thank you so much for shopping at Full Grip Games. Y'all have a busted day. Peace.